This is the piece of Obsidian in question for today's project, and I was kind of analyzing this piece, and I'm thinking, rather than work on this side, which I was kind of leaning towards, which I still might, I don't know yet, but I'm leaning towards getting the saw out and making a cut, kind of a more shallow across all the layers here, and that way we can try and get as many of the colors out as possible. So let's go ahead and grab the saw and make a cut. We're going to make this cut on a high-tech diamond 10-inch trim saw. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and make a shallow cut here. Hopefully we can get it just right. Nice shallow across all layers there. Oh, that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. Sweet. So what I'll end up doing is I'll use the grinders to still kind of flatten this top a little bit, and then we'll just kind of dome it, and then we should be good. Now that we're done cutting, it's time to grind away all the issues. We have two issues here. First issue being is we have a big crevice right here, which we're going to grind away. We're going to get rid of that. The biggest issue, though, is actually this texture right here, and we get that from when we cut it with the trim saw. If this was an auto-fed saw, we wouldn't have this issue. But since this was cut by hand, it leaves this really, really dry-looking texture, which we have to grind out. So we're going to use a diamond wheel, this thing right here, to grind this all down. And grind this down. Let's go. If you're working with this kind of machinery, take off rings. Otherwise, you're gonna ruin your ring. Ask me how I know this. All right, now that we have our general shape of what we're gonna do, the next step is gonna be 140 grit. This orange wheel right here, and this is gonna get all the deep scratches from the hard diamond wheel stage. And we have to be very diligent on getting everything out before we go on to 280. I also got carried away, and I may have kind of shaped the back side a little bit as well. So we have options, but we're gonna do this side first. We're all done with the 140 grit. Up next is the 280 grit, which is the next wheel down the line. And we're going to keep taking the scratches out by going up and up on the grit stages. That's how this process works. But we're not going to go all the way, because down here is 3,000. For Obsidian, I typically don't go to 3,000. I stop at 1,200, and then I jump from there to a carpet polishing wheel. But we still have 3 more stages on this machine to get through before we go to polish.